Hey, fellow mover, are you looking for a great way to improve your posture? Well, stick around because that's what we're getting into today. A fundamental exercise that you can do every day. And this is one of 40 plus fundamental exercises in our MOVE program. I am releasing 6 new courses in just a couple of weeks, so stay tuned if you're looking to get into your embodied movement practice wherever you are in the world. I also have a new wave of my MOVE Mentorship Program for women starting up this fall. If you're interested in learning more about my courses or my mentorship program, find the link in the descriptions box below and book a video chat with me today. And let's talk all about embodied movement. All right, let's get into this fundamental exercise now together. Here is an amazing exercise for our posture, for our upper back. It's thoracic spine extensions. Let's begin with the feet, about shoulder width apart, the knees slightly bent, and the feet are almost parallel to one another. Let's place our hands flat against one another. Spread the fingers and tuck the middle finger under your chin and place your thumb against your breastbone, like the sides of your thumbs. Press them into your breastbone and attempt to hold your neck still with a chin tuck position where your chin is 90 degrees to your neck. Try to keep your neck neutral and give me a nice strong posterior tilt. And from there, attempt to bend back through your thoracic spine. Extend back through the thoracic spine while maintaining a nice tight cylinder through your torso, from your rib cage down to your pelvis. That stays very tight and drawn in as we attempt to lift the collarbones up and release it down so that we feel as though we're bending back right at the point between the shoulder blades as we hold the pelvis still. It doesn't sway forward and back. It stays in position in a posterior tilt. And as we keep the chin 90 degrees to the neck so that there's no movement at the neck, and we allow the elbows to just kind of relax into the body. They don't lift far. They don't hug in too tight. Nice and relaxed there. As we attempt to keep the ribs drawn in and down, to keep a tight vertical cylinder through the torso, as we bend back at the point between the shoulder blades, which is actually so much harder than it sounds. This exercise requires quite a bit of practice, generally. And it can require watching yourself in a mirror. We're going to set it up again. Feet about hip width, shoulder width apart, about parallel, knees slightly bent, and we go into a posterior tilt where your hips are under your shoulders. Your hips are not swayed forward and then we bend back. The hips, posterior tilt, under the shoulders, under the ears, and it's from there that we take a little backward bend through the upper back, as if we want to open up over a big ball, but just through the upper back. So the collarbones lift and lower. Front view. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Try not to let your eyes do too much movement up and down. Just a little lift. If the eyes are going way far, you're likely moving more through the neck than through the upper back. Exhale on that lift. Inhale, ha, 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 ha. We can also change up the arm position, perhaps crisscross position. Still trying to keep that neutral line in the neck. Thinking of that continuous curve, however, from the upper, mid to upper back, all the way up to the crown of the head. We stay straight and vertical up to that mid-upper back point where we then take this beautiful, soft curve through the upper back of head and neck. Try to create those continuous curves. Inhale, exhale, ha. So the energy can flow. We are water. Ha. Let that energy just flow on through you without any sharp turns. Okay? Woo, It's a lot of work there. Take some deep breaths. Now what we will do is we'll see if we can add on to a thoracic spine extension and make it a little playful. Now we're going to allow those extensions of the upper back to turn into circling extensions of the upper back. Inhaling and exhaling. Perhaps with the arms crossed at your chest, we can continue with those knees slightly bent, a posterior tilt of the pelvis. We'll hold still through the pelvis and attempt to rotate around through the thoracic spine. Through the heart. You can think of opening your heart up to the heavens, closing it just a little down. Make a circle. When you're ready, change that direction. Feel the expansion stretch across your upper chest. As you lift your heart up, let it fold gently in. A movement can take some practice, but comes with practice and feels amazing once we can find that gentleness to the curves that can be continuous through the upper back and neck. We can allow our heart to become very expressive with these kinds of moves. All right, thoracic spine rotation.